Hello everybody. In today's video we're going to make sure these have a spot to go. We're going to see if we can get this to be a forward tilting hood. We're going to finish off inside these wheel wells. So if you want to see that and more, make sure you stay tuned.
High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft. You can change lives. You create thoughts. Never waste time. You got one shot. You got one life. Better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5. No mean boss. Just my life and free thoughts.
Hello BSC family and welcome back to my bench. So today what I'd like to try and do is get a little bit more done on this here. Now I got a little bit more smoothing I got to do back here, but I could probably do that with sanding, but if I need to I'll put some putty, maybe smooth out in these edges here, you know, where the gaps are. Same thing with up here in this edge. There's a bit of a line still. I want to try and get rid of that on this side. So I just want to clean up and smooth up in here. As far as the body itself, I think there's a little bit down in here that I could touch up to finish filling that in. Now, other than that, I think the vehicle is pretty much good to go. Now, one thing we do need to do before I can paint is figure out this hinging system. Now, if you remember last time, I can't just hinge it up, right? Can't just go upwards with it just because of the way everything is. So what I'm looking at is making it come forward, but as it comes forward it's going to lift up, right? So it's going to lift up and out, and then I'll be able to tip it forward with the type of hinge that I'm looking at building. Okay, so we're going to try and get that done today. I'm going to make sure that this is all fitted nice, sitting where it needs to be. Then on top of that, we're going to do some work in here. I still got some holes that I need to fill and a few other things, some touch-ups in there. I have done a little bit in here. I have filled these corners, but I got to finish trimming and a little bit of putty work in there. I do have a strip in here, but that's it. So if we yank this out of there, you'll see that I have built these tubs here, but they still need to be filled, right? So we're going to fill them in on the inside here. I figure that's going to be probably the easiest way to fill them and clean them up without causing too many problems. Now I also need to finish trimming off along here and fill this in where the white triangle is. Remember, that was wide open. And trim up a little bit more in here. But I want to do that after I get these pieces in here to help stabilize this just a little bit more, because it's barely hanging on here at the corner, and it's just got this edge here and this edge here. So before I go yanking and grinding and cutting and stuff on these, I don't want to break them off, so we're going to strengthen them up first. Also, before this goes into the primer, I want to shave down this big chunk of styrene they've got here in the center. I don't know if you can see that or not. Yeah, let me turn this light off. Yeah, can you see how that's sticking out there? Like, what the hell? You know, so we're going to shave that down and yeah, get that filled in so it's better. And yeah, we're going to go from there. So I'm going to get that, and I'm hoping that if I can get most of this done in a timely manner. I'm not sure if I want to fit the windows first, because remember I got the clear and the red, right? And I still want to figure out if I want to cut these up, right? Because I kind of want the clear windshield, but I want the red back glass and red side vent windows. I could put this in, right, like so, and then mark out my windshield, right, And then once I got that marked off, I could pull this out, right, mask that marking off, and then use red clear Tamiya paint and just paint the inside of this. Then I wouldn't have to cut nothing, right? So those are options. But do I do that before or after I paint? I'm thinking after, because then once I've got the paint on it, I can look at it and go, do I want the red or do I want it all clear, kind of thing. So, but anyways, I'm going to get to that, and we're going to go from there. So I will see you in a few. Oh, and if you haven't subscribed yet, hey, please hit that subscribe button. You know, hit that bell notification. Hit that thumbs up for me if you like these types of videos. You know, with what I do here. You know, light customizing or full customizing. If you want to help out the channel in any way, there's many ways you can do it. You can follow me on Instagram. You can follow me on my Facebook group. Links for them are down in the description. I do have a PayPal me link. I do have a join me button. And I do have the Teespring store where you can pick up some merch. So go check all that stuff out. And yeah, but definitely leave your comments and thoughts down below. And now I'll see you in a few. Okay, everybody. So from that last clip to now, probably been couple weeks at least, and of course with Christmas in there and lack of power and all kinds of different things, and New Year's. Hopefully everybody's had a great Christmas, and hopefully everybody's had a happy New Year this year. But yeah, from that last clip to this clip, I've actually gotten a lot done. So let me show you where I'm at. Okay, so started working on the dash, got that cleaned up, modified and cut the steering wheel off so that I can do a photo etch steering wheel. I've cut my windows. Okay, so I got the clear window. It's really dirty, but I've cut the clear window, cut the red window, and got them glued back together, and that fits right inside, and it fits on the interior, which I'll show you here in a second. Fits right where it needs to be. Everything's all lined up where it needs to be. Fits perfectly. As for the interior, center console is mostly painted. Interior is mostly painted. Let me move my light here so you can see it better. The red is there. Not sure why it shows two different reds from the back of the seat to the seat there, but they're the same color. Door panels, and I've got red velvet carpeting, right? Now I still have to do a couple touch-ups in here, and I still need to do all that chrome trim. There you go. You can just barely see that, all the chrome trim and piping on everything. All right, and all the stuff on the doors. Now I did shave off all the door handles and all of that, and I've got photo etch stuff for that, so that'll be done. And of course I got to paint the center console, which will go in there. All right, and the dash. Dash will obviously be two-toned, red and black. Now, I'm not quite sure why they put these gauges in here. Like, I'm still not sure if I'm going to fully use this or not. But you got gauges in on the console, but yet you put the dash in, right? You can no longer see those gauges. I don't know if I can show you behind there. You can see that the gauges are actually way at the back of the console. Now there's no secondary dash for this thing, right? And yeah, I mean the seats are molded in, so you can't change the seats. So I mean it doesn't go that way obviously, because that little hole is for the shifter right there. So I have no idea. It doesn't make sense, but whatever. Now I've got the chassis almost completely done. All right, still got drive shaft work and some leaf spring, or not leaf springs, but my trailing arms and stuff there to do. Still got to do some, obviously, the front stuff, right? So that's all done. You're never going to see that. And I got to paint the bottom of this. As you can see, I've marked it out where it would sit in here. All right, so that's got to get done. The grills. These grills, let's see if I can zoom in again for you. These are the grills that go up front. Come on now, focus. Okay, so now that I've got something you can see on, you see these are the hood grills, right, with the signal light on them and everything. Now, normally they are that thick, right? So normally they're that thick. So as you can see, I've shaved it down, right? Made them thinner. Now I still have to cut this one out. I'll show you the other one. I've cut it out. Now also, part of this open area going from the point up to the signal light, half of that should be on the hood. So I'm going to cut that off and glue that to the hood after. And then I've got some radiator face plate, stuff that you use, some photo etch that you would use to make your radiators. That's what I'm going to make the grills out of, right? So I'll be putting the grills on. Now, for the body is all painted. Now, I had got to paint the underneath the hood yet. That's not a big deal. All right. And I have finished my hinge. Now, once I put the hood back together, I'll show that more to you. But I still got to paint the underside of this hood. But here is the top of the hood. So that looks pretty darn good, I think. Needs a little wet sanding. Got a little bit of FLA on there. And yeah, so we'll flatten that out. But the lines turned out pretty darn good. Now we'll show you the body here. And here is the body. Now I got a couple little dust nibs. Right? But this is completely cleared, completely dry. It's hard to film with all the lights, but you can see the interior of the back of the box. That's all nicely done up and curved. Tail lights. All the side work. Bottom side of the fin is black. Top side is candy red. In the front. Now I still have to do inside the engine compartment, which isn't a big deal. I'll do that here in a little bit. And I've also got the firewall that I need to do. So that'll end up inside there like so. Right. Now that'll probably mainly be flat black in there, or semi-gloss black. As far as the windows, like I said, they fit perfectly in there. So now I will have a red back window. Alright, and I'll have the clear front windshield. Okay. So, yeah, that's where I'm at, and that's where I'm going to leave you with today. So I'm going to continue working on this. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button. Definitely hit that bell notification so you don't miss out on anything. Please share out these videos. If you have any comments or thoughts, please leave them down in the comments section. I'd love to read them. If you want to help out the channel in any way, I do have a PayPal me link in the description. I have a join me button, and if you hit that join button, it's really cheap, but it helps out the channel immensely, and you do get a signed shop card and a sticker. And you could also help out by checking out the merch, right? You go to the Teespring store. You know, I'm still designing a few things, but yeah, go check that out, see if there's something there you want to pick up. And you can also give me a follow on my Instagram and my Facebook group. Links for all of that stuff is all down in the description. So no matter what you're working on, or how much time you want to spend on something to make it look as nice as that, or, you know, if you want to go the other direction and make it all junky and everything, just do it your way. It's on your shelf. You're the only one that's going to be looking at it. So until next time, later.